His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Unfortunately, those injuries returned last season. Katie played his fewest games since his rookie season 11. It was pretty obvious, too. Those Dolphins, 6-5 with him, 2-4 without him. He's a difference maker.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Gets this one to Waller. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. He lofts it, deep left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
4th down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for the next quarterback after Elway and Manning. And it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. That was 29, by the way. And he finished 3rd for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter do a play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Nix off the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
All about that defense there. Having bottled up from the jump. Truth be told, probably lucky they even got back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after. after.
It's a give here for Dolphins. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up second down.
You know, Kate, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Running it again with Dobbins. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Blitz coming. Nix. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So Miami headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. Waller with the catch. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Achane from the pistol. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Waddle makes the catch. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First carry here for the rookie out of Oklahoma State. He was brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for second down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. A-Chain on the inside give. Has a lane inside the 25. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Devon A-Chain with the touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk. Go get explosive on the ground as well.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. He's got it on the bootleg. He shovels this one forward. Short pickup to their own 31. Willie Gay there on the tackle.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd down now, 7 to go. One of the tight ends motioning left. On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Over on the counter with Dobbins. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
All right, here comes Jeremy Crawshaw for the punt. It's 4th down. And this is the first time he's been called on today. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
They send Hill right. On 1st down, they're going to start out with A-Chain. Escapes a defender. There he goes, right sideline. There it is, touchdown Miami. The Dolphins take the lead on the first play of the drive. Devon A-Chain with the touchdown.
Feed the beast. 2nd time now we've called a touchdown for him, and now he's over 100 yards. No need to go anywhere else with the football, but put it in that guy's hands.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent in through the rain. And The Dolphins take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Broncos 7.
Sanders all set to send it away. This return starts at the 5. Denver set to take the field on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dolphins. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this 3rd down. Going for the first with Dolphins. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Very cross shot, on to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Gets him a nice chunk on that return on the final play of our 1st quarter. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll have it here after forcing that punt to end the first. They'll start the drive with Achan. And will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
This offense is sending a message, winning the battle up front on consecutive snaps. There's got to be some urgency here defensively. You just can't keep getting walked backward this easily.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Achan. Big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you could create space, you could get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here he goes on the bootleg. Bokin isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. second straight play, Brock. They're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough third down.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate. And I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone. You got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that. A huge sack for this defense.
And the Broncos are in the nickel for this third down. Tagovailoa back to throw. Here's a screen for Achane. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. When I sit and judge defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Denver ready for another offensive possession. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. Going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though. Timmy Brock gets a gain of 5, third down coming up.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Completed to his running back. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. That's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Third down run from Achan. Trying to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Jukes one defender. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He puts Amir under it deep down the left. Brought in inside the 20. This gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
It's a game of 53 yards. First down, Denver.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 2-yard line.
This is Dobbins. Good defensive stand here, and they push him away from the goal line. That's back to the 4.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. A 27-yard look here. The kick by looks is good. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Broncos with a long ways to go for a score. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. Downfield is finds Waddle. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, and the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the 1st down play.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to pick it up here with a chance. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty. He Coffin cornered it well. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. The Broncos get the football. Not a lot of time left in the half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. He's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I'm not surprised by that outcome, Kate. You crowd the line defensively by going all out for the safety. You got to be careful you don't wind up giving them an alley, not just to escape the goal line, but for an even bigger chunky yardage.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange.
He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. That passing game they went to in the 1st half, it's going to need to be firing to start this 2nd half, too, as they chase this lead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. This is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Denver.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, a back who can show off his wheels.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. To throw, here's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's Nix to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On the draw, it's McLaughlin. No question who won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down.
You know, Kate, most of the offenses I've been around love code words in the run game. And for draws, it's usually a D word, Denver, Dallas. I'll tell you what else. Add a D word to the defense, because when you hit them with a draw like that, it puts doubt in their mind of how upfield they can get.
So read here, this is Dolphins. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
8 yards pick up. First down, Broncos.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Running it again with Dobbins. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run. The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming. Trying to get it with the option here. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
First and goal, Denver.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Dobbins is across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos cut into the lead coming out of halftime. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Broncos make it 17 all. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Miami
Miami set to take over once again on offense. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Catch made over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Good for Dolphins. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
A-Chain on the inside give. He's got a gain of 6 there. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
2nd down carry for A-Chain. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Rolling on 3rd, Tagovailoa. He'll make a big for it on the ground. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
1st and 10 from the 41. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Chased out to his right. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
A-Chain, a 1st down carry. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A-Chain again. And the stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
Gain of 6. That's another Dolphins. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. Looking for it. Bokin isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun and give to A-Chain. And they're turned away again. 2 great defensive stands. We've arrived at 3rd and goal.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
reaching. Juke the defender. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. That call gets him 9. It's going to be 4th and goal at the 2.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run, and now you got 4th and goal. What are you gonna do?
Trying for it, it's Achan. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Dolphins grab the lead on their first series of the half. Devon Achan with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that, that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
17.
Sanders all set to send it away. He fields it from the 8. Jukes out a 1-stop. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Gets him on the in route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 36 yards. 1st down, Denver.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Continuing to turn those legs inside the 25. And he goes out of bounds. What a play to end this 3rd quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Dolphins' 2-yard line.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he's in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now trail by just a point in the 4th. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos tie this game up. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. Escapes a defender. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
They'll try the middle with Gordon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Tagovailoa now. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Intercepted in the end zone. Pat Surtain has it.
Well, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They think the handoff. Now Nix. Bokin isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough 1st step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. That play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Trying again, following the sack. Quick slant, caught by Sutton. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Number 14, Cortland Sutton. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this 3rd down. Here's Nix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. And brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. The screen pass falls incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off a defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage, and more importantly, go exploit it.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Nix holds on to it. And he gives himself up after a short gain. A pickup of just under half. They get 4, and now they've got 2nd and goal at the 5.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 24.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Miami offense headed out there now. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, they can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Finds him over the middle. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's 2 on the sneak. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's a short gain of 1. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
First down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the 1st down.
1st down, ball at the 36. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Danger, Kate. danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They send Hill right. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
48-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot, and the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. And that will bounce out of bounds. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Play action with Nix. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to hit his fullback there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Looking to throw. Brings in the long pass. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On 1st down, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter with Dobbins. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Broncos leading by 7. On second down, here's Dobbins. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And they need more of those as they trail by a score.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Looking to throw. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
Dolphins 24.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. 2 now from the gun. That's another quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. From the 34. Finds him on the crossing route. This is going to be downhill. Looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives them a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He sends this one to the end zone. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he is to throw. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. Here he goes, one final shot. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And the man is there to knock it away. Great defense to not only deny that touchdown, but force this turnover on downs. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners, as we say